Jackson Radio Show.
Hello, it's me, Vicente Fox, with another message for last year's rotting Halloween pumpkin. Donald, every time I make fun of you, which I do a lot, people say, why can't you be our president? America, I feel your pain. We all do. And that is why today I'm proud to announce my candidacy for President of the United States.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Kevin Jackson. Jacksones. Bienvenidos. That was Vicente Fox. Vicente Fox, not Vincente. Vicente Fox. I want to be the president of the United States. Yeah, and Barack Obama wants to be the Julio Iglesias of Colombia. Where's Julio from? To all the girls I loved before, who traveled in and out my door. I'm glad they came along. I dedicate this song to all the girls I loved before. I like Vicente Fox says, I make fun of you. For Donald Trump, I make fun of you. Fun? I make fun of you? What? Did you mold him into a telephone, Vicente? I make fun. I make fun of you. Every time I make fun of you, people say to me, why can't you be our president? And I say to them, I feel your pain. I love the way he calls the United States the United States. The United States. There's no A after United. It's United States. How tough is that, Vincente or Vicente, whatever the heck your name is? Vicente Foxa? How tough is that? Who do you think you're, an Italian? Vicente Fox, I think he ran Coca-Cola. I'm just telling you guys, these people that are put in charge, that people, if you've listened to Vicente Fox before, you might actually have respect for him. You know, he's an articulate dude, right? When he was a CEO of a company, and quite frankly, I don't know how you can be the CEO of a company and be a leftist. I don't know how that jives. But Vicente Fox wants us to believe that Donald Trump's an idiot. Why? Because he won't allow Mexicans to just run over the border and essentially trespass in America. That's his issue. You take that out, Vicente Fox is talking about Donald Trump like he's the next thing, best thing since sliced bread. These one-trick ponies crack me up. And now I'm not going to rehash DACA, whatever you want to call it, because we've talked about it ad nauseum. There is no reason on God's green earth that we should be talking about 800,000 kids who are dreamers over the millions of kids who are who've lost their dreams in America. There's no you can't convince me of that. Do I feel for those kids whose parents brought them over and they have no clue? I do. Feel for them. But the parents knew exactly what they were doing. They knew exactly what that child was going to face. And now they depend on the compassion of America. The very same compassion that allows black kids to be thugs growing up and doesn't have a concern in the world about these kids. Not in reality. It's not a forgotten generation. It's a indoctrinated generation of young black kids that feel like the only way out for them is thuggery. Can't say anything about it either. People get all upset. I don't know. I take it personally because, of course my kids avoided it because they had good parents, but I take it personally because I know the game that people tried to play on me as a kid. And I can't for the life of me, I've tried in my books to pinpoint why I didn't go for it. I think I captured it pretty well in my first book because that was the closest thing to an autobiography that I would have written. And I look at how I recognize these things that were being done, but I will tell you this, they don't teach you how to recognize this stuff. It's pretty sad. There's a psychological experiment that was apparently, I don't know if it was psychological, but that's probably not the right way to put it. But Stanford University researchers say that artificial intelligence can deduce sexual orientation by analyzing subtle differences in face structure. So let me put it a different way. A robot can watch you and determine if you're gay or straight. And I found this story fascinating. So here's what it says. The scientists who plan to publish their findings in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology, who knew that even existed, right? Reportedly downloaded more than 130,000 pictures of men and women from an American online dating site to use as part of the experiment. The profile pictures were public, as were the users' sexual orientations. They then utilized a combination of facial detection technology and a predictive statistical model to teach the machine to determine which faces belong to gay and straight people. Now, I'm telling you, this is a can of worms. Because you might have a picture where you're straight and you might have a picture where you're kind of gay. You know, I mean, I've taken pictures where I guarantee you I was like, oh, where I was intentionally trying to look gay. I wouldn't use it on a profile, but I'm just saying the pictures are out there. So this idea that a machine will go, there's straight Kevin, there's gay Kevin. I'm just saying, a can of worms. You boys, you youngsters, man, y'all are going to grow up in a world that I don't even know how to deal with this world. A machine, you're gay or you're straight. It reminds me of Maury. Remember those Maury shows where you had to pick the transsexual? And I'll be blunt, I missed it more than I got it right. So it might be some girl, you know, like they would have 10 women and half of them were gay and half of them, I'm not gay, half of them were transsexuals, half of them were real women. And I'm telling you, I would guess that the real women were transsexuals, say 2 out of the 5 times. And I would guess that the transsexuals were women, were real women, say 3 out of 5 times. I was so wrong, it was scary wrong. You have to, when you get it as wrong as I would get it on Maury, you would have to check yourself. You'd be like, man, what happened to me? And so I started looking at people differently. It impacted me in ways I cannot describe. I look at people, I will look at a woman and go, I can see what she would look like as a man. That's how I would start looking at people. Or I'd see a dude and go, I could see how if they softened his features, he would be a girl. It, just like jacking with your mind. But yeah, so anyway, they say the machine was able to distinguish a gay man from a straight man 81% of the time. While that number dipped to 71% accuracy for gay and straight women. See, women, you are more confusing even to the analytical mind of a computer. It says using the same photos, regular people could only distinguish men 61% of the time. I'm going to tell you why I think that is in a second. And 54% of the time for women. And here's why. We assume as human beings that people are not gay. So we automatically look, this is my opinion, we automatically look for them not to be gay. So a guy who's good looking guy, you just go, he's a good looking guy. But nowadays, good looking guy, gay. You don't even, and present company accepted. Okay. But you have this tendency to go, is a good looking guy? He's probably, he gets the checks. Yeah, but gets a lot of attention from the dudes. And with women, I don't know what it is. We just don't assume women to be gay. We figure like, oh man, she's hot. She's definitely going to be for guys. Let me tell you, I learned the hard way that, I don't mean that in a sexual connotation, but I learned that with women, if you see a very beautiful woman who's around a bunch of other beautiful women, do not assume, unless these women are all wearing married, wedding bands, and I'm not talking about bands, I'm talking about fat rocks. Pretty soon, let me put it a different way. You're going to distinguish women because she's got a fat rock or a string tied around her finger. So she's got a string tied around her finger, she's married to a chick. She's with a chick, not married, but she's with a chick. She's got a fat stone, then she's with a dude. Because a dude wants to make sure, ooh, look at the bling. So that's been the barometer, because I don't look at two women or two guys anymore and go, they're just buddies out had met up and hadn't seen each other in a while. No, I think differently now. This is a strange research project.
Kevin Jackson
on the Black Sphere Radio Network.
Do you owe back taxes to the IRS or state? The secret to avoiding the IRS nightmare is to seek professional representation. My friends at Security Tax Associates provide the most cost-effective and ethical representation in the industry while helping to avoid seizures, levies, and wage garnishments. Security Tax Associates is here to ensure that the appropriate steps are taken to permanently eliminate any possibility of future tax burdens once and for all. For a free, no-obligation consultation, contact Security Tax Associates, 844-779-4177. That's 844-779-4177. 844-779-4177. Or visit them at securitytaxassociates.com.